What's going on, y'all? Grind to Motivate back in this thing again, man, with another video. And I guess I'm going to have to go ahead and board the chronology Sambo train because I'm not really fully on board with Kamala Harris yet. You know, she's not really said anything that's tickled my fancy just yet. She, the way she's carried herself in interviews, the way she's carried herself about having interviews is kind of throwing me off. And, you know, based off of what, half of Black Twitter, half of Black YouTube, and half of Black people out here in the world say, if you question Kamala Harris and all that, you say she ain't a Black woman, you say she ain't doing this, she ain't doing that. You're probably the chronologist Sambo train. You shouldn't be questioning any of her policies or what she plans to do with the country. You just have to go off of them last 3.5 years, which if that's what we're going off of, we in troubles. We in troubles now, and it ain't no good troubles now, goddammit. But this recent interview right here, Kamala Harris was just asked if she was Black. And let's see how she answered it.
I want to ask you about your opponent, Donald Trump. Okay. I was a little bit surprised. People might be surprised to hear that you have never interacted with him, met him face to face. That's going to change soon. But what I want to ask you about is what he said last month. He suggested that you happened to turn Black recently for political purposes, questioning a core part of your identity.
Yeah.
Any
same old tired playbook. Next question, please.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
So how do you guys feel about the answer to that question right there? I, for one, wasn't really feeling it. To me, it feels like an admission of truth in a way. You could just say, you're Black. I don't know anybody that would be questioned about being Black that wouldn't be in a rush to clear it up or wouldn't feel a way about being questioned about their Blackness. And then especially when you have so many people questioning you on Twitter, so many people questioning you on YouTube, because, we got several different content creators with large audiences that are Black that are questioning your Blackness. And we got people outside in the real world that are questioning your Blackness. Why wouldn't you go ahead and just nip that in the bud and just go ahead and be like, yeah, I'm Black? I don't get it. You're running for president. You want the Black vote. Admit your Blackness. That doesn't make any sense to me. And then also, her background's already a little bit hazy. Whether you don't like her because of her, her position as Attorney General and the things she did in the past with that. Or, just the fact that her birth certificate was a little offset when that dude, Joe Brown, came out and was like, oh, yeah, Kamala Harris's daddy is goddamn Irish and Scottish or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay. At the same time, I will say that he seems a little biased, but, when you actually look at the birth certificate, it looks doctored up, but at the same time, it's saying the dad is Jamaican instead of saying what his ethnicity is. But when it says the mom, it says white, which, that's not too far-fetched because them folks kind of fought to be that. So we don't expect too much from them. But then, when we see the dad's ethnicity, it doesn't say Black or anything or white or whatever. It just says Jamaican. And I guess that people are thinking we're so stupid that we think when we see Jamaica, Bob Marley and some little dude with dreads smoking on ganja. That's what we think. That's what we think. And then, that's not the case based off what I've heard recently. There was a bunch of little people talking about this Chinese lady that came out talking about some, yeah, Jamaica not the Black country, man. It's not the Black country. There's Indian people there, white people there, goddamn Chinese obviously there. So, that to me is a little bit telling as well. So we're not really sure. She kind of racially ambiguous right now. Indian people sometimes do look Black until you run up on them. And then there also are a lot of, Black women with hair that's kind of similar to that without weave. So, we can't really call it just 100% yet, but she should have just went ahead out and said, yeah, I'm Black and I'm Indian. What now? But I think she's trying to cater to both sides. She's playing the 48 laws of power, never commit to anyone. She commits to the Black side. She knows she might lose that Asian vote, that white vote, that Latino vote because nobody likes Black people for no reason. But then, she says she's Indian. She loses the Black vote because, everybody like, oh, see, I had told you. And even still, that's not good because it shows that you're not really rocking with the Black people. You're not rocking with us enough to say, yeah, I'm Black or I'm part Black. that's all you have to do. It's not really that hard. People, you've already kind of ran on this little shell of blackness or whatever. So just go ahead and say that you're black. I don't get it. And then you have to also look at the way that Kamala Harris has moved in these last 3.5 years as vice president. When the whole thing happened with the Buffalo shooter down there at the top supermarket, she wasn't in Joe's ear like, yeah, well, those black people, Joe, and they lost their lives, Joe. And she went ahead and okayed for the little Korean K-pop folks to be in the White House. What? Why? And that was immediately after that, or like shortly after that, whenever another group is is took down or whatever and goes through something, they would go ahead immediately and they rush to it and they start talking about well, we care deeply about them. They didn't say anything about those black people that lost their lives up there. That to me was telling. And then at the same time, it was like, Kamala Harris, you supposed to be black and you didn't say nothing about it? Telling. Then when you come back and you look at that, there was like a minority business thing that she was running or she was spearheading, I don't know. And there was not one black person in that picture. That to me tells a whole lot as well. It tells me where your allegiances lay. Then on the other hand, this is like a small fry thing, but the fact that she was cooking with old Mindy Kaling, the Indian chick from The Office, versus cooking with I don't know, like what's the lady's name? Denise. She could have been cooking with Denise. Since you talk about you doing all these goddamn fake ass tub collard greens that nobody has came back and cleared the air up on that story. You ain't heard nobody from Howard talking about, I had goddamn used to go to Kamala Harris for the goddamn collard green. She used to do the Indian goose scoot shit, and that shit was good as hell, man. But I used to be doing it for 3 days because the Indians be having the spices in their food. Nobody said that. Her dad hasn't came out and been like, oh yeah, she's a black woman. I wish she would say it a little more. I am a black man. I haven't heard that. We haven't had any of her family on that side come out and be like, yeah, she's a black woman. We are black people from Jamaica. Like, we haven't heard that either. And, there's that. And just the way Kamala Harris has moved it these last 3.5 years, to me, is enough for me not to be like, oh, yeah, I definitely ain't with her, goddamn. The Democrats in general, I think the Democrats they seem to be the party of anarchy in a way. Like, you think about everything that they push. I hate to sound like one of these little incel dudes off Twitter and stuff, but you think about everything that's kind of degenerate just comes from them in a way. Like, the Republicans obviously have a lot of degeneracy, like just basic degeneracy, but Democrats are in the twilight zone. They want everybody to be tyrannies. They want everybody to be coming up here, for all these illegal people from the prisons to come up here. They got people taking over whole apartment complexes. They're giving them money. They're sending them to black people's neighborhoods when they could have sent them anywhere else. But they want to send them to black people's neighborhood to get us up out of there and make us have to sit and deal with these people, deal with their crimes, deal with them being in our space, deal with them taking up our people's schools and all of our different resources. And then another thing that they're doing is they're trying to, they seem like they're trying to kind of poke the bear at these different wars around the world, which I don't like that at all. Nobody wants to fight these little wars. Nobody cares about, what's going. Well, we don't want people to lose their lives and stuff, but at the same time, that's not nothing that should concern us when we have people here that are going through it every day. You guys have the economy kind of in shambles. You guys will blame it on the Trumpers and all that good stuff, but come on, man. Y'all need to goddamn do some shit about it or do something about what y'all could do more. Y'all could do more. Bottom line. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be some bussy babbler, bussy bandits talking about some, you don't want to elect Kamala Harris? What about Project 2025? Shut your bussy ass. Shut up. He's like a straight bussy. Anytime I hear a man say that, I want to slap him. But I'm not on either side, man. I'm definitely not voting for any type of Democrat whatsoever at all. And I'm not sold on the Republicans either. So I'm not on either side. But Kamala Harris is looking funnier and funnier every day. She looks foolish. The way she's been conducting herself in interviews is cringe. The way that she's even gone about actually doing interviews, to me, is offset. You don't want to do an interview. You hadn't done an interview in goddamn almost 2 months until now. Crazy work. Crazy work. You supposed to be the president. You ain't doing nothing. We got fools like Plies and all these other little sucker bussy babblers talking about something. You shouldn't crash on a black woman. And you got D.A. Hill talking about, it ain't time to tear. It ain't time to tear. And then you got Ricky Smiley on his little unhinged bussy rant talking about something. Yeah. She helped me out. She helped me out with my kids. She helped me out with my kids. Man, shut up, man. All y'all little boys is definitely feminine bussy babblers, man. I'm not talking about all the people that's into the Democrats. I'm talking about the Democratic shields. There's definitely a difference there. But, yeah, that's it, man. I'm pretty sure, it's going to be some bussies talking about some, you ignorant. Shut your bussy ass up. And you and y'all little silly-ass delusional ladies on the Democratic side as well. Y'all ain't looking at nothing but the surface. And you are idiotic. But, yeah, that's it for the video right there, man. If you watched up to this point, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all next time.